welcome back to my channel. Aimee here. I look a little slightly different. I cut my hair a little bit and we put more low lights in it to bring out like more of my natural coloring. So the process is called Brond. So I thought it was fun, and it would be fun for the upcoming winter and fall season. Anyway, new hair. I feel like a new me. Okay, so today's video is going to be about the 72-hour readathon that my friend Ashley and I will be hosting starting December 1st through December 3rd. The readathon is titled Santa's Little Helper, and there are going to be 2 reading prompts as well as 2 photo prompts for Instagram, and a giveaway. So we'll start with the photo prompts, and then I'll go into more details about the giveaway, and then we'll get into the reading prompts as well as what I'll be reading and some recommendations for you. So there's only 2 photo prompts, like I said, to post on Instagram. The first one is your Read-A-Thon TBR. So just take a picture of your Read-A-Thon TBR, post it on Instagram. When you post your picture on Instagram, you will hashtag it with SLH for Santa's Little Helper, Readathon 2023. I'll put that hashtag somewhere here on the screen. And those pictures are also going to be a chance for you to win in the giveaway. So the second photo prompt is, of course, your current read along with a little Christmas treat. So whatever you're currently reading at the moment that you're taking the picture, what are you snacking on? Do you have a favorite Christmas snack? And of course, by all means, you don't have to post anything on Instagram. If you don't have Instagram and you just want to read along, you of course can also just do that. The photo prompts are just there for fun, and it's a chance for you to win in the giveaway. So the giveaway is going to be your choice of a book on your Amazon wish list priced at $20 or lower. So for your chances to win in the giveaway, not only are the photo prompts, but you'll also have to be following me along with Ashley. I'll have both our handles somewhere here on the screen. And of course, you can go get this information off of my Instagram or Ashley's Instagram, which is Read Like Ash. And of course, like I said, use the hashtag SLH Readathon 2023 when you post any of your pictures on Instagram. There will only be one winner, of course, for the Readathon, and that will be announced in our stories. So really, all you have to do is take your photo prompts, post them on Instagram, and tag hashtag SLH Readathon 2023 and follow me as well as Ashley. So really, those are the only 2 things you need to do to enter the giveaway. For a bonus entry, share our Readathon post in your stories. So if you go to my Instagram page, just find the post and share it in your stories, or Ashley's post, whoever's post, and tag us in that post. And that will get you not only 1 entry, but an extra entry for the giveaway. Okay, moving on to the books and the prompts. There's only 2 prompts, again, like I said. The first prompt is read a book set during the holidays. And then the second prompt is read a book with green or red on the cover. Very simple. Our group read actually takes care of all those prompts. So if you just want to read the one book, being it's only a 72-hour readathon, our group read is Lisa Unger Christmas Presents. I'm actually really excited to read this. This was on my TBR when I saw that it was releasing. This says a true crime podcaster unwraps a bookseller's dark past in this thrilling holiday read. So we do have a podcast. I don't think it's going to be like a podcast in a book, but we have a podcaster that I think we'll be following. We also have a surviving victim of a serial killer. Her name is Madeline, and I think what is going to be happening in this story is the podcaster is going to be coming to Madeline to get her story, or maybe he's doing a podcast about the serial killer and he wants to get her side of the story, and I believe like just some things start to come up from that time. So it sounds like it's going to be really fun. I'm actually really excited to read this one. If you want to just read this book, it has both the prompts. It's set around the holidays. It has red on the cover. We will be having a group discussion about this book on December 3rd on Instagram. So it's just gonna be a chat. It's not gonna be a live thing, but it's just gonna be the chat between me, Ashley, and whoever else wants to join us and chat about this book. My other choice to read for this TBR is of course gonna be a male romance, because I can't not do a readathon and not read one of my favorite genres. So I'm going to be reading Unwrap Him by Nyla K. I'm really excited to get to this. I have been on sort of a Nyla K kick. I am just loving her stories. If you want some super spiciness in your story and some heat and just some, oh my goodness, some sexiness, just read any of Nyla K's book. My number one choice would be For the Fans, but she has a lot more to choose from. This one says Unwrap Him is a Guardian Ward Mel novella, previously part of the Twisted Christmas anthology. It contains taboo themes and an age gap. Please proceed with caution. Only with Nyla K. I love it. 'Twas the night before Christmas, a secret was looming. The lust in my heart had become too consuming. Make no mistakes, no blood do we share, but my guardian was the man whose cross I did bear. With his icy cold eyes and peppermint lips, under mistletoe I stood, no chance to resist, for it was on none other than this cold, silent night that I gave into wrong, and it felt so damn right. I can't wait. So it is a novella, so it's a small read. Since it's only going to be 72 hours and I will be reading like a full-length novel, I thought a Christmas novella would be perfect to go along with it. And it's male. Okay, so those are the two books I will be reading, so that's my TBR for the readathon. So I wrote down just a couple recommendations as far as like thrillers that take place around the holidays, and a couple or just a few male romances that I've already read. I actually haven't read a lot of thrillers that's based around holiday or that are Christmas themed. So I do have two on here that I have not read yet, but I do want to read. One I definitely do want to read. The other one sounds very interesting. It came out, I believe, last year in 2022, but I never read it. And then the other one I did read, and it doesn't necessarily have red or green on the cover, but I wanted to mention it because it is based around the holidays and it was a 5-star thriller for me, and that is The Family Game by Catherine Steadman. So of course, I mean, you can read whatever you want. We're not going to be picky about it. This is based around the holiday season, like I said, so if this is all you want to read, go for it. So in this book we have Harriet and Edward. Edward comes from a very rich family. Harriet is an author, and they are engaged to be married. So one day Harriet receives a call from Edward's sister. Now, Edward is kind of estranged from his family, and you get why when you start reading the book. But his sister calls Harriet and invites them over for, I believe, Thanksgiving dinner. So Thanksgiving is where the games begin, and everything ends around New Year's. So yeah, a lot is going on in this story. I really had a great time with it. The family plays this wicked, messed up kind of game around Christmas time. It was just a lot going on. It was super fun. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, The Family Game. Then we have The Christmas Guest. This is by Peter Swanson. This released October 17th. This is also a novella, so perfect. It's based around the holidays. There's red on the cover. So this is a novella, so perfect for the 72-hour readathon. If you want to read not only our group read and then maybe a shorter little book, this one would be perfect as well. I have not read this one yet, but I do want to read it. It says it's a spectacularly spine-chilling novella in which an American art student in London is invited to join a classmate for the holidays at Starwood Hall, her family's Costwood Manor house. But behind the holly and pine boughs, secrets are about to unravel, revealing this seemingly charming English village's grim history. So that is Peter Swanson's The Christmas Guest. And then we have the Christmas Murder Games. This is by Alexandra Benedict. I've never read anything by this author. This was released in 2022, October 4th of 2022. It says, this clever murder mystery is the perfect gift for fans of classic mysteries, festive Christmas books, and armchair detective work. So 12 clues, 12 keys, 12 days of Christmas, but how many will die before the 12th night? I don't want to say too much about this book. It just sounds really fun. It's another type of game story. So there you have it, the Christmas Murder Game. And then I have two male romances that I have read and that I highly enjoyed, and just wanted to recommend those for this readathon. One of them, however, does not have red or green on the cover, but it does take place around Christmas time. And that is Christmas on Firefly Lane by Garrett Lee. If you follow my channel and you followed me like at least throughout last year, I read this last year, you know how much I enjoyed this story so much. I mean, I guess you could say it does have red and green on the cover. It does. So there's a little house in the background that's red, and then Firefly Hill, that can totally be green. So this is Remy and Logan's story. Remy was an exotic dancer, and Logan has always been a firefighter. And they sort of have this really cute little meet cute in the very beginning. And then, I don't know if it's a year later or maybe a couple years later. It's just a few months that pass, because they met sort of during the summer, and now we're in the holiday season. And they're sort of like a re-meet. But a lot has changed over those couple months, especially for Remy. And then we have Logan, who is also a single dad. And this is sort of where he and Remy re-meet, because he has, Logan has sort of like this warehouse that Remy has found to rent, because Remy makes jewelry and sells it online, and he needed a place to stay, I believe, for like the colder winter months. If I'm remembering correctly, all I know is that it was just the sweetest Christmas love story ever. So far, anyway, I really enjoyed it. Remy and Logan are so sweet. They have like the best little stories by themselves, like their struggles and just learning how to trust people. It's really heartwarming, very sweet. I'll read part of the little synopsis. It says, Christmas on Firefly Hill is a male-male holiday romance featuring a burly single dad firefighter and a vagabond dancer / jewelry maker delivering a guaranteed happily ever after, all the Christmas feels, and a hefty dose of British snark. It was really cute. I highly recommend it. And lastly, I think Jingle Bell Rock by Ella Frank and Brooke Blaine will be a fantastic holiday read. Great festive cover. I actually rediscovered this book. I was talking with someone in my comments, and it kind of forced me to remember where I read a little sneak peek of one of Ella Frank and Brooke Blaine's series that I have been having on my TBR to read. It's called the Fallen Angel series, featuring Viper and Halo, which are featured in this book right here. But this one says, the crossover event to end all crossovers. One night, 7 couples, a Christmas they'll never forget. Jingle Bell Rock features 7 couples from across Ella and Brooke's universe, all coming together in one story to bring you joy, happiness, and a little Christmas cheer. So in this book, we're featuring Logan and Tate from the Temptation series, Ace and Dylan from the Presslock series. I have not read that series either. Viper and Halo from the Fallen Angel series. We really do get a lot of the Fallen Angels in this story, which prompted me to like want to read that series, but I haven't read it yet. And then Robbie, Julian, and Priest, of course, from the Confession series. Panther and Solo, 2 of my favorite men from the Elite series. Shaw and Trent from the South Haven series that I have not read, sorry. I've never met these characters, but that would be very cool. Paige and Dawson with Riley from the LA Liaisons series. No, I never even heard that one. But anyway, it was a fun read. I remembered it as I came across it, and I was like, oh yeah, I read this last year, and it was a really good time, especially getting to sort of reunite with some of my favorite characters from Ella Frank and Brooke Blaine's little series. So Jingle Bell Rock. And I think that's about it, y'all. I think that covers everything for the 72-hour readathon. Remember, it takes place starting on December 1st and it ends December 3rd. And on December 3rd, which is a Sunday, I believe sometime that evening, we will be having our group chat over on Instagram. So definitely go over to my Instagram or Ashley's Instagram if you know, you want to go check out the posts that we posted about the readathon. All the information is there. I'll put more of the information down in the description box. If you have any questions whatsoever, you can leave a comment here or on my Instagram, wherever. But I hope you do join us. If not, you know, maybe I gave you some recommendations to read over the Christmas holidays, but that's it, y'all. So thank y'all so much for watching as always. Hope y'all having a wonderful holiday season so far, and I'll see y'all very soon in another video. Bye, y'all.
One more thing, as I'm uploading the videos that I just filmed, I realized that I didn't tell y'all that I will be vlogging for the 72-hour Santa's Little Helper readathon. So that will be happening. Just wanted to mention that because I forgot to in the video. So, okay. Bye, y'all.